Ever wondered about the truths and myths concerning insulin resistance? Today, we're here to debunk those myths for you. Welcome back to the Victory Education Lounge, everyone. I'm your host, Maurice, and today, we're diving into part 16 of our series on insulin resistance. Before we begin, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment sharing your thoughts or experiences below. Your engagement helps us reach more people with this vital information. Today, we're exploring debunking myths about insulin resistance. We'll tackle some of the most common misconceptions about insulin resistance, providing you with accurate information to better understand and manage this condition. We'll also discuss solutions, management techniques, and prevention strategies, along with their pros and cons, and provide real-life examples to illustrate these points. Let's start by understanding that misinformation can be as harmful as the condition itself. By debunking these myths, we aim to empower you with knowledge to make informed decisions about your health. Insulin resistance, a condition that affects millions worldwide, is often shrouded in misconceptions. These misconceptions can lead to confusion, fear, and sometimes even prevent people from seeking the help they need. Our mission today is to dispel these myths, one by one, starting with a very common one, that only overweight people develop insulin resistance. This couldn't be further from the truth. While obesity is indeed a risk factor, insulin resistance does not discriminate based on weight. It's a condition that can affect anyone, regardless of their body mass index. To illustrate this, let's take a look at Sarah's story. Sarah is a 45-year-old with a normal body mass index, or BMI. She's always been active, eats a healthy diet, and has never had an issue with her weight. So you can imagine her surprise when she was diagnosed with insulin resistance during a routine checkup. Sarah's story is a stark reminder that insulin resistance can affect anyone, regardless of their size or weight. So why did Sarah develop insulin resistance? That's a complex question, as many factors can contribute to its development, including genetics, a sedentary lifestyle, poor diet, and even stress. But what's clear is that weight alone is not a determining factor. So next time you hear someone say that only overweight people develop insulin resistance, remember Sarah's story. Remember that this condition can affect anyone, regardless of their weight. Remember that it's crucial to stay informed, to understand the risks, and to take the necessary steps to maintain your health. This is just the first of many myths we'll be debunking in this series. Each one is designed to empower you with the knowledge to better understand insulin resistance and to navigate your health journey with confidence. So remember, insulin resistance does not discriminate based on weight. Let's continue to shatter these myths one at a time, and replace them with truths that can lead us to healthier, more informed lives. Moving on, let's bust another myth about insulin resistance. This one is a biggie. The belief that once you have insulin resistance, it's game over, you're stuck with it for life. That's simply not true. Meet John, a 50-year-old gentleman who was diagnosed with insulin resistance. John didn't throw in the towel, instead he embarked on a journey of lifestyle changes. He started to eat a balanced diet, incorporated daily exercise, and prioritized adequate sleep. Within 6 months, John noticed significant improvements. His energy levels were up, and his doctor confirmed that his insulin resistance had indeed improved. This goes to show that insulin resistance can be managed and even reversed with the right lifestyle changes. Now let's address another common misconception, that eating sugar directly causes insulin resistance. While it's true that excessive sugar intake can contribute to the development of insulin resistance, it's not the sole culprit. Insulin resistance is a complex condition influenced by a multitude of factors. Let's consider Maria's story. Maria is a 38-year-old woman who rarely indulges in sugary treats, yet she developed insulin resistance. The cause: chronic stress and lack of sleep. Maria's case highlights the fact that while sugar can contribute to insulin resistance, other lifestyle factors like stress management and sleep quality are equally important. So what's the takeaway here? First, insulin resistance is not a life sentence. With the right lifestyle changes, it's possible to manage and even reverse this condition. Second, while we should be mindful of our sugar intake, we must also pay attention to other factors in our lives that can contribute to insulin resistance, like stress and sleep. As you can see, insulin resistance is not a life sentence, nor is it caused solely by sugar. Continuing our myth-busting journey, let's tackle the next two misconceptions. Our fourth myth suggests that to manage insulin resistance, one must eliminate all carbohydrates from their diet. This couldn't be further from the truth. Let's take Tom, for instance. Tom, a vibrant 55-year-old, has been successfully managing his insulin resistance for several years. His secret? A Mediterranean diet rich in whole grains, lean proteins, fruits, and vegetables. Contrary to the myth, Tom didn't eliminate carbs, but chose complex carbohydrates over simple ones. These complex carbs provide slow-releasing energy, keeping his blood sugar levels stable. So it's not about banishing carbs, but about making smart choices. Moving on to our fifth myth, the idea that exercise only aids insulin resistance if it leads to weight loss. This myth is as misleading as it sounds. Meet Lisa, a 40-year-old woman who started a regular exercise routine after her insulin resistance diagnosis. Even before she saw any noticeable weight loss, Lisa experienced improvements in her insulin sensitivity. That's because exercise helps our cells become more receptive to insulin, improving its effectiveness, irrespective of weight loss. Regular physical activity, be it brisk walking, cycling, or yoga, can work wonders in managing insulin resistance. So, what can we glean from Tom and Lisa's stories? Well, it's clear that a balanced diet and regular exercise are crucial in managing insulin resistance. It's not about completely eliminating carbs, but choosing the right kind. It's not about exercising solely to lose weight, but to improve insulin sensitivity. Remember, balance in diet and regular exercise are key to managing insulin resistance. In our next segment, we'll debunk more myths about insulin resistance. Stay tuned. Let's keep debunking myths about insulin resistance. Our sixth myth is that insulin resistance only affects blood sugar levels. It's easy to understand why this misconception exists, given the name insulin resistance, but the reality is far more complex. Enter David, a 60-year-old who discovered he had insulin resistance. David, like many others, initially thought this only meant he needed to be mindful of his blood sugar levels. But his doctor advised him that insulin resistance can impact various aspects of health, including cardiovascular health and hormone balance. This was a wake-up call for David, who now monitors not just his blood sugar, but his overall health closely. This leads us to the seventh myth, that you need to be tested for insulin resistance regularly. It's crucial to note that while regular health checkups are important, specific insulin resistance tests aren't necessary for everyone. Take Emma, a 35-year-old with no risk factors for insulin resistance. Emma follows her doctor's advice for routine health screenings, which do not include specific insulin resistance tests. Her doctor explained that unless she developed symptoms or risk factors, there was no need for regular testing. Instead, Emma focuses on maintaining a healthy lifestyle to prevent insulin resistance and other health issues. As we've seen with David and Emma, insulin resistance is not a one-size-fits-all condition. It can have wide-ranging effects on our health, and the necessity for regular testing depends on individual circumstances. The key takeaway here is the importance of personalized medical advice. Your doctor knows your health history and can provide the best guidance for managing and preventing insulin resistance. So remember, insulin resistance isn't just about blood sugar levels, and testing isn't always necessary. These are just two more myths we've successfully debunked, empowering you with accurate information to better understand this condition. As you can see, insulin resistance can impact various aspects of health, and testing is not always necessary. Let's round up our myth-busting journey with the final two misconceptions. Myth number 8. Insulin resistance always leads to type 2 diabetes. The truth is, while insulin resistance can be a precursor, it doesn't always lead to diabetes. Take Mike's story for instance. Mike, a 42-year-old man, was diagnosed with insulin resistance. However, instead of succumbing to fear, Mike took charge of his health. Through consistent lifestyle changes, he has managed to maintain normal blood sugar levels for years. His story serves as a powerful testament that with proper management, insulin resistance doesn't always lead to type 2 diabetes. Now, on to the final myth. Medications are the only effective treatment for insulin resistance. This couldn't be further from the truth. Yes, medications can be part of the treatment plan, but they are not the only solution. Lifestyle changes are the first line of treatment. This includes a healthy diet, regular exercise, and maintaining a healthy weight. It's about creating a balanced lifestyle that can be sustained in the long term. So there you have it. We've busted 9 myths about insulin resistance, from the misconception that it only affects overweight individuals to the belief that medications are the only answer. Each myth debunked has illuminated the truth about insulin resistance, that it is a complex condition influenced by various factors but can be managed and even reversed with the right knowledge and actions. Remember, knowledge is power. Understanding the truth about insulin resistance can change your life. It can empower you to take control of your health, to make informed decisions that serve your well-being. Thanks for joining us on this myth-busting journey. We hope that this series has provided you with valuable insights and has empowered you with the knowledge to navigate insulin resistance. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, managing insulin resistance is about creating sustainable lifestyle changes, not following fad diets or quick fixes. It's a journey that requires patience, consistency, and self-compassion. Thank you for joining us for this myth-busting session on insulin resistance. I hope this information helps clarify some common misconceptions and empowers you to take control of your metabolic health. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll discuss emerging research in insulin resistance management. The information provided in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not intended as medical advice or to replace consultation with a qualified healthcare professional. Always consult your doctor before making significant changes to your lifestyle or starting any new health regimen.